Taking action is always step one, right? Step two is, and you're going to have to put in some time, right? So I always say starting out, right, you have the triangle with the three things. It's time, money, and experience, but you can only have two, right? So as you grow, you get more money and experience, but you don't have any time. Well, starting out, you're going to have a lot of time. So put in the legwork.
Nick, what would you say the number one secret is to wholesaling, flipping, and creating cash flow in real estate?
A lot of people overcomplicate things. That's really the secret. Is there is no secret, right? It's an easy formula. You have distressed sellers, and you have to find them, right? So what is your distressed seller, right? So first look at that. Are they going to be people that are getting pre-foreclosed? Were they probate? Did somebody just pass away, right? So find out what your avatar is, and then just start going to search for that avatar. After that, you're just going to have to break down and have hard conversations. That's if you're going direct to seller, right? Again, people always overcomplicate things, and they think that they can't crack this code, right? They get so built up in the fear of the unknown. Listen, we don't know what we don't know. So just move forward. You're going to pay an education one way or another, right? So whether you're paying it in mistakes, or you're paying it in education beforehand, or you're paying it in lost profit from deal over analysis paralysis, right?
Excellent. That's a great start. I mean, this is really key here, right? Don't overcomplicate it. Take action on what you do know, right? And understand that it's just about finding distressed sellers wherever they might be at. And if you can find them then start to take some action. I think that sounds like the key. That's the first secret. Yeah. Don't overcomplicate it. What would you say the next step or secret is to wholesaling, flipping, and cash flow?
So taking action is always step one, right? Step two is, and you're going to have to put in some time, right? So I always say starting out, right, you have the triangle with the three things. It's time, money, and experience, but you can only have two, right? So as you grow, you get more money and experience, but you don't have any time. Well, starting out, you're going to have a lot of time. So put in the legwork. If you're working a 9 to 5 and you're trying to do this as a side hustle, right? Start working phones at night. You're going to have to put in legwork, whether or not it's working phones or driving for dollars or door knocking, right? You're going to have to put in some legwork up front that will later on pay off.
Got it. I like how you said that. You can only have two, right? Time, money, and experience, and basically figure out which ones you have. And I imagine if you're wholesaling, flipping, cash flow, figure out which two you have, and then just dive right into that. Is that a fair summary, Nick?
Yeah. So you're going to leverage what you have for what you don't have, right? So as me in our business, right, I don't have a lot of time. So I leverage it by other people's time, right? We have VAs, we have a whole staff. I have a whole acquisitions and a dispositions team, right? I'm not there anymore. With that being said, starting out, it was just me and Tony, right? We're working the phones, we're working the emails, we're working everything. So you have to leverage what you do have to get what you don't have.